Okay. At this time, I'm going to call the meeting to order. I'm going to start by taking a roll from my right.
Jody Cathy.
Walter Schneider. What do you read?
Ron Goodman.
Elida Snow.
Rob Thomas.
Ellen Johnston.
Vicky Zimmerman.
Okay. At this time, we have to do consideration of the resolution of intent to impose a change in the 26-27 levies. So I have to read this. So, resolution of intent to impose a change in levies. As an essential part of its budgeting process, the Libby School District Board of Trustees is authorized by law to impose levies to support its budget. The School Board of Trustees estimates the following increases and decreases in revenues and mills for the funds noted below for the next school fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2026, using certified taxable valuations from the current school fiscal year as provided to the district. Funds supported in adult education, there's an estimated $0 increase, estimated $0 estimated change in mills, 0 increase. Estimated impact of home of 300,000, 0. Estimated impact of a $600,000 home, 0. In bus depreciation, also $0 increase in change in revenues. Estimated change in mills is 0. Estimated impact for a home of 300,000, 0. Estimated impact home of 600,000, 0. Transportation, estimated change in revenues, $50,000 increase. Estimated change in mills, 2.71. Estimated impact for a home of 300,000, it's $6.18. Estimated home of 600,000, it's $13.20. Tuition, estimated change in revenues is $20,000 increase. Estimated change in mills is a 1.08 increase. Estimated impact for a home of $300,000, $2.47. Estimated impact home of $600,000, $5.28. Flexibility fund and building reserve are also estimated change in $0 increase, change in revenues. Estimated change in mills, 0. Estimated impact for home, 300,000, 0. Estimated impact home, 600,000, 0. For a total of a $70,000 increase in change in revenues, 3.79 increase in change in mills, $8.65 for the impact of home of 300,000, estimated impact home for 600,000, $18.48. Impacts above are based on current certified taxable valuation from the current school fiscal year. In regard to the building reserve permissive levies, the following are anticipated school facility maintenance projects. District roof repair, building maintenance repairs, district parking lot repairs. Therefore, the school district number 4 adopted the above notice of estimated change in permissive levies for the 26-27 school year this 18th day of March, 2026. Elida Snow, Board Chair, Stacy Morley, District Clerk.
Good job.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. Can you do that again?
No, that was a lot.
That was good, Walt.
I did not practice that one. Okay, so I would need a motion and a second, and then if there's any question and comments, we can do.
I need them. Let's see. I move that we resolve the intent to change the 2026-27 levies. To impose a change. I said that.
And a second, please.
Second.
I have a motion by BG and a second by Ellen to consider the resolution of intent to impose a change in the 26-27 levies. Any questions or comments?
I have a question.
Sure.
So is this just giving us the ability to put it on, like on the ballot to have the mill levy, or is this asking for a mill levy?
No, it has nothing to do with the levy.
Oh, okay.
It has everything to do with your permissive levy. So that's why it lists out district roof repairs, building maintenance repairs, district parking lot repairs, because those permissive, that's what it covers.
Oh, okay.
This is just an estimate.
Oh, okay,
It has,
okay.
I mean, it could get up to $70,000, but it wouldn't go over that. But it might not.
Okay,
So we might not have to even worry about it, but with transportation and tuition, that the open enrollment and out of district, it just fluctuates like you wouldn't believe.
okay.
So-
Yeah,
We know our
I just wanted-
transportation is,
I obviously didn't understand, so that's what I was asking.
yeah.
Good question,
And
Lonnie.
we do know our transportation is changing with the longer bus
Yeah.
routes and stuff like
Routes.
that, so
Does that have to do with fuel as
Oh,
well?
okay, that's what I thought, that's what I was.
the change, yes,
Yeah,
because that's all run by the county.
Okay.
and
What's the
stuff.
tuition thing again?
Tuition is your out of district enrollments.
Uh-huh.
So people that either want to come here and go to school, or we pay them to go to, say, Yellowstone Girls and Boys Academy or Big Fork,
even show dare, don't we?
even Shodair. So
Mhm.
that's part of it. So you never know how many kids you might send to Shodair in 1 year. So we've seen an uptick in tuition. So
And they go and come.
yeah, they charge you.
So before the rates, the levies levied, then we would vote to solidify it? I mean, or how's that work?
This is us voting to
This is us
increase
voting
it.
To give us a
right?
little bit of an increase. So last year, we increased only transportation by 40,000 and tuition by 15. But after we've been paying all the bills for this year, looking back, we're finding that we need a little bit more cushion. So if you don't tell them that you need that money, you don't get it. So say gas prices increased by like $3 more than they are now. This gives our transportation an increase to have the money to spend on fuel.
We're talking transportation for going to school and buses. This is not.
Yep,
active.
not extra frequent.
But this is when we vote on this here, it is a tax. I mean, it's
Permissive.
concrete.
Yeah, we don't have to vote for it. It's just,
We have to
the
vote
board has to
to
say.
do it, but it doesn't have to be taken to the community, right? Is that's the difference in the permissive levy
Yes.
versus the other.
It's just an estimate at this point because we don't know what it's gonna be.
Right.
So it's like a cost of living increase for the
Mhm.
school.
Yes,
I like that.
that's good.
And I'm not totally, I mean, if it costs more, it costs more, but it still seems like, if you're gonna run a levy, you let everybody know, right? It's on the ballot and whatnot.
This is a permissive levy. It's a permissive levy.
Okay, I understand that, but it still seems like we're still raising people's taxes without putting it out there for them to be part of this conversation.
They could be at this meeting.
But we didn't even announce it, right? I mean, I have.
Yeah,
no
it's
information.
right
I don't
here.
know what the hell I'm voting for right
It's
now.
in the newspaper. the agenda.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, none of us even know what we're really voting permissive and stuff, so it seems.
Well,
a
we
little
know,
quick.
well, we know that we need to increase our transportation and tuition fund. That's what Stacy is sharing with us today.
So-
So,
And we don't know if we will use all that money,
Right.
because if the tuition, the only issue is that we have to do that if a kid goes somewhere. And then, of course, the cost of fuel, we don't control that either. So it's not like we can't not run the bus, and we don't have, sorry, kid, you don't get to go to Shodair. That's not gonna happen, so.
so
If
we,
you don't need it, we don't use, sorry.
right,
I mean,
that's
Correct.
literally what I was just gonna
Oh,
ask Walt,
correct.
is we don't
Yeah, but
automatically,
this is just an estimate. It's
Right.
not like set in stone that we're gonna use an increase of 70,000.
So it's almost like changing your budget a little bit, just to account for the possibility.
If they have to, they will. They don't want to. We don't want to, but if we have to, we will. Just so
It
that
has
we
to
can
come from
maintain
somewhere.
transportation and tuition. It has nothing to do with salaries, building, nothing.
Mhm.
Just transportation and tuition.
okay, do we have any other questions or comments?
Well, yeah, my only objection, I guess, is that this is news to me tonight.
Did you not get the notice that it was gonna be in a couple days ago?
On the
Cause it
agenda.
yeah,
Yeah,
so that time there would have been your time if you needed to do any research.
on the
That's,
agenda.
yeah, that's why the
Okay.
48 hours is required by law.
Mhm.
So that's kind of our
It's
time.
also
to-
in the newspaper.
It's,
The
yeah, it's
agenda was posted.
in the
Okay.
newspaper,
held the resolution.
the increase,
Mhm.
yeah. I forgot those had to be put in there, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed?
Alright.
Motion passed. Okay, consideration of temporary summer maintenance wage increase to $14 an hour.
Is that going from 12 or 13?
Yeah, what is it right now?
Ooh, what is it?
It's 13.
13?
13.
It's 13. Everyone else got an increase like paraprofessionals and
Mhm.
kitchen staff. We just didn't get maintenance, summer maintenance in there.
How many summer maintenance people do we typically employ?
We try to employ 5,
5.
but,
Back in the day, we used to-
Yeah.
We're open for 2? Okay.
back in the day, we used to hire 12 and it's not working at this point.
Okay.
I haven't hired any of those people yet.
No.
No, I think that, yeah, that happened.
advertising in short.
Yeah.
Is it just like a 2.5 month type of situation? However, school stuff.
And can kids, or do you have to be 18?
You have to be old enough to drive. And
Okay,
so 16, 17,
gotcha.
we've hired them that young. They don't usually last long.
And Julie wasn't 18,
Give them
but she
give
could
them like
drive.
a week. So
Kind of.
Depends on the kid.
I sound like an old grumpy man.
Okay.
This just has not worked out for us in a long
Yeah.
year.
I need a motion, please.
I move that we approve the temporary summer maintenance wage increase to $14 an hour.
Second.
I have a motion by Ellen, a second by BG to improve the temporary summer maintenance wage to $14 an hour. Any other questions or comments? My only comment would be is probably important because we need to compete with other wages in the
Right.
community to be able to get anybody to apply.
Well, what's a McDonald's pay now?
I
Was it
think,
not?
16. I think. it's
Yeah.
Almost 16.
I was gonna say 14 and I thought that was
Yeah, 16.
It's-
16.
Yeah,
I thought it was 16.
yeah, it is.
They have to be at least
Yeah,
16
but-
to use power tool.
You'd rather
Yeah,
work
they-
outdoors than at McDonald's.
Even-
Sometimes
Really?
they're washing
That's
walls.
funny.
That's
So
what
we
my
can't
daughter
let them
does.
use certain, they can't run a chainsaw or anything like that, so it'll be 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, things have changed.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passed.
No, do you want to adjourn this part of it and restart, or do you just want me to stop the recording and keep going?
I think just stop the recording and connect Andrew because I'm not sure if we need to make motions or not. So in the deciding who we're going to interview. So I don't want to adjourn the meeting because
I believe, didn't say potential